Okay, I'm at Dry Creek Cave. I just bumped my light a little too hard, so I had to fix that. All right, let's see if I can get out of here alive. So I'm by the lowest entrance. I was heading up one of the tubes that are dead end. So now I'm gonna turn left, head up one of the tubes that is not a dead end. So, see if I can make sure the focus is good. So there's the lower entrance. Notice there's no snow. I was looking at my old videos. What's weird, I think this is my third time here, but the first time I was here, it was in the winter. There was snow at the entrance. And then the second time I was here briefly for some reason. Don't remember why. So this is really a first time. I got like all day to crawl around and explore the area. So this will be kind of fun. Hopefully I'll make some progress. It's a difficult cave. The entire thing is just crawling. Well, I'm on my knees right now. The ceiling's about 4 feet tall, so a little bit difficult. Now I already went this way yesterday, shooting horizontal video, but ran out of stamina. This time, this is my first cave of the day. Hopefully I'll be able to keep on going. I could always just go to the upper entrance, come out the upper entrance. From the upper entrance, it'd be a lot easier just walk back to my car than crawl back through the cave. Hear that noise? There's a road nearby. Notice the floor is like a little dam, dike. Notice there's like a step up in the tube here. Like somehow the floor collapsed or something. Just in this one spot. You know, it's entirely plausible. That means there's a lower level beneath us. That's one possibility. I'm not sure how thick this lava flow is. Notice the cave bulges out here, but doesn't branch out. Same thing, it bulges out to the right there. Doesn't really branch out yet. This cave does have branches ahead. That's funny. The light, the ceiling's so bright ahead. At first I thought there was like natural light. I'm nowhere near the next entrance. If I understand the map correctly, there are 3 entrances to this cave, but the last 2 entrances are pretty far from the lowest one. I came in the lowest one. Notice how uneven the ceiling is here. At least the floor is pretty flat. It's not too difficult. If you have any kids who aren't afraid of the dark, This would be a great cave to take kids. Just make sure you have an adult at each entrance. Make sure you keep track of how many kids are inside. Maybe have one adult go in with them to patrol. Make sure they don't get stuck. But yeah, this would be a really good place to just let the kids, because I don't think there's any bats in this cave. I haven't seen any bats in this cave. Not too many spiders. The only wildlife I've seen are a bunch of bugs and a frog. Notice how rough the floor is ahead. Remember I was saying how easy this cave is? I stand corrected. All right. Like I said, I have a map of this cave, but I'm not going to bother to use it unless I need to. So one thing I want to do though, come over here so you can look around a bit. So you notice there's like a tube too small for people. There's a big tube straight through the middle, smaller tube to the left, smaller tube back here, and then the way back there. Now one thing I want to do, I can see this as a dead end to the left, so I'm just going to leave my backpack here. I want to see if I can crawl back here a little bit. Oh, you know what? That's as far as I'm going to go. The point is that other tube I already climbed through, and I said it was a dead end. I think this is it. So, yeah. I think the map does show that it's blocked, though. Okay. So I made it to the next multi-way intersection. Now I'm going to keep going left. I'm not sure which is the easiest way through. But, like I said, yesterday I came through, kept going right. So, just to be different, I'm going to go left. Oh, yeah. You know what? I don't know if I'm going to fit through here. Huh. All right, then. I stand corrected. Again. All right. Oh, yeah. You know, if I had to, I bet I could squeeze on the left side there. But if I understand correctly, it's not a dead end. I think it circles around again. So I'll just look from the other side. So I'm going to go to the right here, just because it's much easier. I'm very lazy. Notice there's a pile of rocks there. Somebody made to mark the way through. I'm assuming that marks the way out behind me. The thing is, there's another entrance ahead though, so it makes me wonder, wait, is the next entrance ahead really that hard that it's not worth doing, or what? Suspicious. Okay, but let me get up here to this intersection so I could show you. So look at that. There's another sideway passage, too small for people. There's another side passage, probably too small for people. There's the main way through. Now look, there's a pillar. You can go on the right or left side of that. And then over here to the left is that same tube I was just showing you. I totally want to check that out. So I'm going to put my backpack here. Wow, look at this. It's two-way, but one level is higher than the other. So let me show you the lower level, because that's where I just was. Yeah, see, this is where I was just bragging that, yeah, man, I could fit through there. I just got to squeeze to the side. But obviously, it's a lot easier to go around. So I'm not going to prove it. Now let's look up here. Wow. Oh, wow. Hang on a second. I'm going to get my backpack a little closer. It's got my spare flashlights, so I want to keep it close. So I'm hunching down. The ceiling's about 4 foot tall here. So I'm going to leave my backpack right here. And I want to climb up here a little bit. Not, ow, man, my shin. Wow. Darn it. There we go. Now if it's downhill, I'm going to be careful not to go. Wow. This is, oh darn it. I changed the light balance. White balance. There's multi-ways down there. Wow. But it looks like it gets too tight. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna bravely turn around and go back the other way. But it looks like another pillar. Cool. But I'm gonna declare it a dead end so I don't get myself stuck. Wow. Like I said, there's a map of this cave, but the map's a little confusing. Well, my copy is not good quality. Somebody sent me a text. Hey, here's the map. All right, I'll give you an A-. All right, here we go. See if I can go backwards a bit without stepping on my backpack. All right, here we go. So there's that pillar I told you about. See how you could go around there to the left or to the right. It's obviously easier to the right. Well, you know what? It looks doable. As long as I'm here, might as well pretend I'm doing something halfway adventurous. Darn it. My shirt's a little small. My shirt keeps riding up. I need to man, they need to come up with a standard to attach your shirt to your pants so they keep each other together. Like, you know how you got those loops in your pants for the belt? They need a matching thing like that on the bottom of your shirt, so you can just run one belt, connects your shirt and belt together, your shirt and pants together. That'd be really cool, actually. Maybe I should invent that and patent it. Oh, cool. I'm glad I went this way. Look at this. So there's the way forward, right? There's a little window over to the other side. There's a small formation on the wall hanging. Let's see if my autofocus will do it. The autofocus on my camera sometimes no good. Right there. All right. Oh, wow. There's one behind me, too. Hang on. Let's see, make sure the autofocus is halfway good. Right there, there's another little formation, a really small one. Good to know. All right, let me go a little farther forward. Oh, man. The floor is kind of flat, but really rough. So I gotta be careful not to get myself all stuck. Now, look at this. Focus. Right there. Okay, you know what? I need to switch batteries on my camera. So I'm gonna pause the video, and then I'm gonna head through there.